Now, the girls that participated in the pool, Cisco and BFA Softball and Alma, would you please join us out here on the court now for the presentation. Camaraderie is alive still. All right, tonight we present Diane, Chelsea, and Wayne with a donation of $14,036 to the Jim Basha Catastrophic Illness Foundation. Thank you to both BFA and the Cisco members for all your charitable efforts. It's such a great cause for both the Jim Bashaw Catastrophic Illness Foundation and Comet Basketball. Good luck to both of you tonight.
check, 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 check. Great.
Good evening and welcome to the home of the BFA Bobwhites and Comets for tonight's game between the visiting MVU Thunderbirds and your BFA Comets. BFA and MVU remind participants and spectators of the requirement to behave in a respectful manner. Sportsmanship and safe playing environments are the top priorities for all promotional sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation in the game or in the stands may result in game stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved. We hope you enjoy your stay here as our guests. We also ask all spectators to please stay off the playing field until the two teams have finished their post-game handshakes. And now let's get started. The starting lineups for the visiting MVU Thunderbirds. Starting off for number 1, Dustin Garrity. And forward is junior number 5, Renee Lavo. And guard is senior number 10, Alexandra Bordeaux. And guard is sophomore number 11, Avery Guyette. And forward is senior number 21, Jalen Langlois. Coach number 31, Jim Lino, and assistant Ron Vincent and Jeremy Paradis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on your feet and get loud for the starting lineup for your BFA Comet.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northwest Access TV's presentation of Franklin County Varsity Girls Basketball. My name is Bryce Batchelder, and tonight we are at BFA St. Albans for a rivalry game as the Comets host the MVU Thunderbirds. This broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. BFA controls the tip. Let me give you the starters first for the visiting Thunderbirds. Number 1, Kelsey Parody. Number 5, Renee Lavo. 10, Alexandra Bordeaux. Number 11, Avery Guyette. Number 21, Jalen Langlois. They are coached by Tim Luno. And for the home team, the Comets, number 11, Tessa Sweeney. Number 12, Cadence Lafferty. Number 20, Jade Garso. Number 23, Alyssa Boudreau. And number 25, Ruby DeSaro. The Comets are coached by Shane Garso. MVU comes into the night with a record of 4-2. The Comets with a 1-2 record. MVU controlled the tip but failed to score on their, or BFA rather, controlled the tip, and their first points of the night go to Ruby DeSaro. Open up a 2-0 lead. Didn't score on their first trip down the court. Scored on that second one. And we're going to get our first foul of the game. BFA foul on number 20, Jade Garso. That's her first. Team's first of the first quarter. Bordeaux controlling the ball. BFA giving MVU some early fits here with their full court press. Force the turnover. Quickly coming the other way. Find Jade Garso on the block, but called for a travel. Go back to the Thunderbirds. Alexandra Bordeaux trying to bring the ball up for the Thunderbirds. MVU breaks the BFA press this time. Lavo goes to the right side. Stuck there, looking for a player to help her out. Tries to shovel the ball over to Bordeaux, but knocked out of bounds off of BFA. Stays Thunderbird possession. Guyette trying for the handoff to Kelsey Parody. Knocked over by Tessa Sweeney, who is called for her first personal foul. Team's second of the first quarter. Bordeaux stops just inside the free throw line. And Lavo called for the travel. Ball turns back over to the Comets. MVU now putting on their own full court press. BFA breaks it first try. Long pass almost goes out of bounds, but saved by Ruby DeSaro. Excellent passing, met with an even better block by Jalen Langlois. Bordeaux over to Guyette. Guyette with the drive off her left hand. Bounces the ball off of her leg, out of bounds. DeSaro controlling the ball for the Comets. Finds Lafferty in the corner. Nails the three. Her first points of the game. BFA opens up a 5-0 lead. 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Lavo draws another foul on BFA. Called on Tessa Sweeney once again. That's her second personal foul, team's third of the first quarter. Remember that fouls this year reset after each quarter, not after each half. Teams go into the bonus at 5 team fouls per quarter, and there are no more 1-and-1 free throws. Bonus free throws are automatically 2 free throws this year. And another BFA foul. MVU may spend most of this quarter in the bonus. That BFA foul on number 14, Shelby Lawrence. Her first, team's fourth. Jalen Langlois at the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Misses both, rebounded by Lawrence. Hands it off to DeSaro. DeSaro trying to find Lawrence, miscommunication. Lawrence wasn't looking, so it's picked off by Bordeaux. As Ava Harrison was reaching in and touching the ball, she had a foot out of bounds, so it turns over to the Thunderbirds. I shouldn't say turns over because Bordeaux had the ball anyway. Stolen by DeSaro. DeSaro gonna take it herself on the right side. Doesn't get the layup to fall. And MVU going to be called for their first foul of the game. Foul called on number 1, Kelsey Parody, her first, team's first of the first quarter. Three-pointer is up from Harrison, nails it. Comets now up 8-0. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Parody takes it underneath the hoop. Pass intercepted by Harrison. DeSaro back to Ava Harrison in the corner, back up to DeSaro. And called for travel, turnover to the Thunderbirds, still looking for their first basket of the evening. Into Bordeaux. Bordeaux surrounded by a couple Comet defenders, able to pass it to Guyette, back to Bordeaux. Bordeaux guarded by Johnson. Parody trying to drive to her right side, cut off by Emma Harrison. A nice pass down to Jalen Langlois, who can't convert. Avery Guyette almost with the first basket. Langlois again almost with the first basket. A lid on the rim for the Thunderbirds halfway through the first quarter. Foul on MVU, number 21, Jalen Langlois, her first, team second. Ava Harrison bringing the ball up. Ball saved, somehow stays with BFA. Three-pointer from the corner, that one bounces just off. Touches the upper support, out of bounds. Thunderbird ball. Coach Garceau essentially going with hockey line changes here in the early going. BFA with a small roster, only 11 players on the roster, so Coach Garceau has to find a way to keep his players fresh throughout the game. Bordeaux stuck in the corner, excellent defense by the Comets, turns it over. Finds Lauren Johnson, misses the layup. Rebound by Loisel and is fouled. BFA foul on number 3, Lauren Johnson. That's her first. Team's fifth of the first quarter, so MVU is in the bonus for the remainder of the first quarter. And again, bonus free throws are automatically 2 free throws this year. There's no more 1-and-1. So Lillian Loisel at the line, shooting 2. Misses the first. Misses both. Thunderbirds still without a score here in this early going in the first quarter. Jade Garceau with her first points of the night. BFA now up 10-0. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bordeaux on the left side. Finds Guyette. Back to Bordeaux. Parity with the pass down low. Jalen Langlois steps out of bounds. Turnover to the Comets. Johnson setting up the offense for the Comets. Three-pointer up for Jade Garceau. Nails it! Garceau with 5 points. Comets are up 13-0. Just under 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Ball stuck in the corner. Get a foul called on BFA. Kelsey Parity will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on number 11, Tessa Sweeney. That is her 3rd personal. So Coach Garceau going to have to make some decisions here. Kelsey Parity hits the first free throw, finally gets on the board for the Thunderbirds. Goes 1 for 2. Offensive rebound by Langlois. Guyette. Up top. Hands it off to Whitcomb. Whitcomb trying to go to the right side. Stolen by Ava Harrison. Finds an open Ruby DeSaro, who easily lays it in. She has 4 points. Thunderbirds up 15-1 and turns it over. And Lillian Loisel will be called for the foul. That's her first personal, team's 3rd. DeSaro drives into the lane. Off with the runner. Thunderbirds get the rebound. Whitcomb again. Ava Harrison almost stole it once again, but forces Whitcomb into a travel. BFA's perimeter defense has been stellar so far in this first quarter. Anytime MVU's been trying to penetrate the defense, trying to drive into the lane, BFA's perimeter defense has been there to stop them and shut down any lanes MVU think they have. Ava Harrison. That 3, no good. Out of bounds, Thunderbird ball. Thunderbirds turn it over again. Jalen Langlois going to be called for her 2nd personal foul. Team's 4th. Ava Harrison at the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. Goes 1 for 2. Bordeaux just reaches in there, takes that rebound away. Finds Whitcomb. Up to Parity. Parity's shot is good. She has all 3 points for the Thunderbirds so far, trailing 3-16. Alyssa Boudreau misses the layup. Trying to say right back at you. But that ball just rolls around the rim and falls out. Lizzie Bordeaux going to check in for the Thunderbirds. Lafferty inbounding ball, finds DeSaro. Oh, DeSaro with a nice move. She has 6 points. Comets up 18-3. Whitcomb goes to the right side. Knocked out of bounds off of Bordeaux. Comet ball. Again, credit the Comet defense. Shutting down Whitcomb on the block. Able to get hands into her passing lane and knocks it off of Bordeaux. Under a minute to go. Lafferty drives down the right side, finds Lawrence, the high post. And Lawrence will be called for a travel. Just under 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Guyette dribbling the ball up for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds turn it over again. Harrison. 15 seconds now. DeSaro gonna step back three. That one just short. We'll get a jump ball called with 8.9 seconds left. Ruby DeSaro with the hustle to not give the Thunderbirds a clean rebound off of her own shot. Five seconds. Shot at the buzzer, no good from Kelsey Parody. And after one, the Comets lead the Thunderbirds by a score of 18-3.
Together for your comments.
Starting the second quarter here at BFA St. Albans. Reminder that this broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services. BFA gets the scoring started early. Lauren Johnson. Comets now up 20-3. Almost scores once again. This time MVU with the rebound. Another turnover. BFA another chance. No good. DeSaro with the offensive rebound. She puts it back in. She has 8 points. Comets up 22-3. Tell you, kids these days don't know how to respect a good ad read. BFA's tenacious defense, forcing all sorts of Thunderbird turnovers. Coach Luno asking the referees for a timeout. 7:18 to go in the second quarter. And a chance to thank our sponsors and community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. Give you the scoring leaders so far for the Comets. Ruby DeSaro leading all players in the game with 8 points. Jade Garza with 5, Ava Harrison with 4, Cadence Lafferty with 3, and Lauren Johnson with 2. For MVU, Kelsey Parody has scored all 3 points for the Thunderbirds. This really has been a game of BFA's outstanding defense, forcing turnovers and not giving MVU any clean looks, and thus creating their own offense. Bordeaux back to Langlois. Langlois tries to pass it up to Lavo. Pass a little too far ahead, but out of bounds off of BFA. Guyette. Parody gonna take a three. No, it's just off. Rebounded by Bordeaux. Bordeaux surrounded by 3 Comet defenders. Turns around, takes the shot herself, but too short. Ends up with the loose ball rebound. And she will be fouled. BFA foul on number 25, Ruby DeSaro. That's her first, team's first of the second quarter. Again, remember that team fouls reset after each quarter this year. Guyette with the ball up top. And a Bordeaux, closely guarded by DeSaro. Bordeaux tries to go to her left. BFA's defense, you can see 4 players just collapse at the free throw line, shutting off any lane that Bordeaux is trying to penetrate. DeSaro quickly trying to come the other way, loses the ball. Langlois tries to hand off to Parody. Comet defender, got a hand in there. DeSaro picks off the pass, and she will be tripped by Avery Guyette. That is Avery Guyette's first personal foul, team's first of the second quarter. DeSaro drives with the right hand, kicks it out to the corner. Lauren Johnson's three, a little bit too hard. Rebounded by Garceau. And we'll have a jump ball. Bordeaux reaching in there. Get her hands on the ball. Guyette finds Langlois. Back to Guyette. Trying to break BFA's full court press. Big screen by Bordeaux. But MVU turns it over once again. DeSaro called for the charge. Out of control. That'll be her second personal foul, team second. The Harrisons checking in for the Comets, Emma and Ava. Get a foul called on the Comets. Looks like number 3, Lauren Johnson. That's her second personal, team's third. Now remember, BFA only has 9 players on their roster, 3 of whom have at least 2 personal fouls. So the foul situation for the Comets is something we'll be keeping an eye on through the remainder of this game. Parody tries to find Langlois. Langlois could be called for the charge. Actually, may be on Parody. Kelsey Parody with her second personal. Parody called for the offensive foul as she was driving in and passed it off to Langlois. That's the team's second. Ava Harrison into the lane. Passed it to Shelby Lawrence. Lawrence blocked. And BFA called for the travel. Goes back to the Thunderbirds. Substitution for the Thunderbirds, Lillian Loisel into the game. Ball into Guyette. Now back to Langlois. Langlois finds parity. Guyette with the three-point attempt. Hits the front rim. Rebounded by Garceau. Ava Harrison with another three-pointer. Good, she has 7 points. That's her second three of the game. Puts the Comets up by 22, up 25-3. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Three no good for the Thunderbirds. Jalen Langlois, though, with the second effort, her first points of the game. Score is now 25-5 in favor of the Comets. 4:11 to go in the second quarter. The Comets inbounding the ball at a precarious spot on the baseline. Teams don't love to take it out that far in the corner, but BFA gets the ball in, no problem. Lafferty. Lafferty drove in, was met by Lillian Loisel. We got both hands on the ball, called for the jump ball. Ava Harrison, another three-point attempt. No good that time. Another jump ball. So credit the Comets for some offensive rebounding. Credit MVU for forcing a couple jump balls in a row. A nice find from Langlois down to Guyette. Guyette couldn't convert the shot, though. Out of bounds. Be Comet basketball. But one of the better looks the Thunderbirds have gotten tonight. Comet defense not giving MVU many open looks at the hoop. MVU has to convert when they get those rare opportunities. Three-pointer no good, and we'll get another jump ball. Shot from Alyssa Boudreau is off. Ava Harrison with the offensive rebound. She draws an MVU foul. MVU foul on number 20, Lillian Loisel. That's her second. Team's third. 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Get another foul called on Lillian Loisel. 2 fouls in a matter of a few seconds now. That's her third personal, team's fourth. And BFA gonna take a timeout with 3:28 to go in the second quarter. They're leading 25-5. One note that before this game, the BFA athletic department shared the results of the Powder Puff fundraising football game that happened this fall. The Powder Puff game raised over $33,000 for Camp Tecumseh and the Jim Bashaw Catastrophic Illness Foundation. So excellent job by both BFA and MVU. An incredible fundraiser, again raising over $33,000 for Camp Tecumseh and the Jim Bashaw Catastrophic Illness Foundation. Congratulations to both schools and all the girls who participated. And Shelby Lawrence with her first points of the game. Comets now up 27-5. Langlois, he's stuck in the corner, but Ava Harrison can be called for the reach. Harrison's first personal, team's fourth of the second quarter. Bordeaux gonna pull up for three. Just rattles out, rebounded by Lawrence. Lafferty finds Boudreaux, kicks it out to the corner. Three-pointer no good for Harrison, but Ava Harrison with the long offensive rebound. Shovels it off to Emma Harrison. Baseline jumper no good for Shelby Lawrence. Another offensive rebound for Emma Harrison. And we're gonna get another jump ball called. With the rate of jump balls in this second quarter, I'd like to say Northwest Access TV is open to sponsoring jump balls. If any business would like to sponsor each jump ball, we'd appreciate it. Be able to double my commentary salary because 00 is still 0. Lafferty over to Harrison. Stolen by Bordeaux. Alyssa Boudreaux going to be called for her first personal foul. That's the team's fifth of the second quarter, so MVU in the bonus for the remainder of the second quarter, which is 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Boudreaux at the line to shoot two. Misses the first. Bordeaux misses both. Rebounded by Boudreaux. Lafferty. And try with her nice crossover to her left hand. Misses the layup. But right there to clean it up, Jade Garceau. She has 7 points. Comets now up 29-5. Turnover. And Emma Harrison draws an MVU foul off of the turnover. Foul on number 11, Avery Guyette. That's her second personal. Team's fifth, so BFA in the bonus for the last 2:10 of the second quarter. Harrison misses the first. And the second rattles in. That is her first point of the game. Comets now up 30-5. 2:07 to go in the second quarter. Bordeaux in the corner, but passes it out to Guyette. Guyette trying to use the screen from Renee Lavo. Draws a Comet foul on number 13, Emma Harrison. Her first personal. So Avery Guyette at the line to shoot two. First one off the back iron. Goes 1 for 2. That's Guyette's first point of the game. MVU now trails 6-30. Emma Harrison with the drive. Wild shot rebounded by Renee Lavo. 1:40 left in the second quarter. Guyette trying to pass down to Lavo. But Thunderbirds called for travel. Harrison using the screen from Alyssa Boudreau. Ava Harrison drives in, surrounded by a couple Thunderbird defenders. Out of bounds off of Avery Guyette. Comets will inbound underneath the basket. 1:23 left in the second quarter. Out to Lafferty. Lafferty, three-pointer, good. Cadence Lafferty now with 6 points. Comets up 33-6. 1:10 to go in the second quarter. Parity, gonna drive to her right, pulls up around the free throw line. Misses, rebound. Emma Harrison. Lafferty with the drive. Solid defense by Julia Tinganelli. Basket no good. Bordeaux with the offensive rebound. BFA foul on number 12, Cadence Lafferty. That's her first. Bordeaux misses the first. Goes 0 for 2. Offensive rebound by Langlois. Parity now. Lavo. And Lavo's going to go to the line for 2. 20 seconds left in this second quarter. BFA foul called on number 23, Alyssa Boudreau. Her second. Lavo misses the first. Lavo setting up on the free throw line just left of the center. She likes to take the shot at a bit of an angle. Doesn't work out for her that time. 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Emma Harrison blocked by MVU. Turns the ball right back over. 5 seconds, three-pointer up and good for Jade Garso. First player in double digits tonight with 10 points. And that's the end of the first half. Comets leading 36-6. Before we send it to halftime, a special message from NCSS. Over the last 4 years, Northwestern Counseling and Support Services has been in partnership with the Afterglow Foundation, working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day on our confidential emergency services line at 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always dial 988. One call could save a life. Again, Comets leading the Thunderbirds 36-6 at halftime. We'll be back in about 9.5 minutes.
10:15 in the second. White says tying it up. 2-2 with Collins Curley. BFA versus White. We'll keep you updated.
Welcome back to BFA St. Albans as we start the second half of action here against the MVU Thunderbirds. This evening's varsity girls basketball contest. This broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Curley Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. BFA starting with possession in this third quarter. They lead 36-6, so quite the uphill battle here that the Thunderbirds face in the second half. So the Comets scored 22 in the first and then only 14 in the second, so MVU's defense improved a bit, but their offense needs to catch up, which is a tough task because BFA's defense tonight has been outstanding. BFA's full court press has given the Thunderbirds all sorts of problems. Their perimeter defense has forced a ton of steals. And whenever an MVU player is able to get even close to the free throw line, you have about 4 BFA defenders collapsing on them. So open looks for the Thunderbirds have been few and far between, which is a testament, again, to the Comets defense. Guyette with the ball on the right side. As I mentioned, perimeter defense, Tessa Sweeney just swipes it away. Finds Cadence Lafferty with on the left side. Too strong off the backboard. We got another jump ball. BFA's defense creating offense for them. Scoring leaders so far in the game, Jade Garceau leads all players with 10 points. Ruby DeSaro has 8, Ava Harrison 7, Cadence Lafferty 2, Lauren Johnson and Shelby Lawrence each with 2, and Emma Harrison 1. And for the Thunderbirds, Kelsey Parody leads her team with 3 points, Jalen Langlois with 2, and Avery Guyette with 1. Get BFA foul on number 23, Alyssa Boudreau. That's her 3rd personal. Team's first of the third quarter. Sweeney and Boudreau each have 3 personal fouls, something we'll have to look out for here. Again, the Comets only have 9 players on their roster, so they do have to monitor their foul situation a little bit. Of course, with a large lead like this, they have plenty of room for error. Ball knocked out of bounds. This is a Thunderbird ball. Bordeaux. Short on the shot. Offensive rebound by Langlois. Parody going to drive baseline. Tries a reverse layup, but Ruby DeSaro got her hand in the way. Credit her with a block. DeSaro's down, but Bordeaux ends up with the ball for the Thunderbirds. Gets it across half court. Ball knocked away. DeSaro comes out with it. Takes it herself. Misses the layup. Out of bounds. MVU ball. Coach Garceau electing to pull the full court press off here in this third quarter. A respectable move with the lead this high. Langlois misses, but Bordeaux with the follow, her first points of the game. MVU now trails 8-36. Bordeaux scores and then is called for the foul, her first personal, team's first of the third quarter. 5:22 to go in the third. Lauren Johnson throwing a pass that got away from her just a little bit. Trying to hit Jade Garso, but goes out of bounds. Parody at the three-point line. Gonna pull up for three. Off the rim. Tracked down by Shelby Lawrence. Lafferty finds Johnson. Johnson misses. Parody ends up with the rebound. Gets it back to Bordeaux. Back to Parody. He's going to take another three. Rebound by Tessa Sweeney. Finds Johnson, who'd been leaking out. An excellent outlet pass. But Bordeaux able to defend the layup attempt. Will remain Comet basketball. Saro goes left side, pulls up, jumper no good. Rebounded by Loisel. Taken away by the Comets though. And they're gonna get Loisel, I believe, with a foul. If it is on Loisel, it is not called on Alexandra Bordeaux. If it was on Loisel, that would have been her fourth personal. Instead, it is Bordeaux's second, team second. 4:12 to go in the third quarter. Harrison passes it down low to Lawrence. Taken away by Lillian Loisel. Parody, the ball back up to Guyette, uses the screen from Bordeaux. Loisel going to the right side. Bordeaux just able to save it from going out of bounds, but on the save attempt, goes off a Thunderbird. Harrison with a nice little spin move. Ava Harrison to Lawrence, to Johnson. Johnson with a nice take, all her own. Gets it to go, she has 4 points. Comets up 38-8. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bordeaux draws a foul. Foul on number 14, Shelby Lawrence. That's her second, team second. Exactly 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Guyette. Bordeaux. And Alexandra Bordeaux. Oh, that's the Bordeaux play. Lizzie Bordeaux to Alexandra Bordeaux. Alexandra now has 4 points. Finally gets the Thunderbirds scoring into double digits. Trail 10-38. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. A nice floater from Kelsey Parody. She has 5 points. MV trails 12-38. 2:10 to go. Three-pointer by Ava Harrison. She's now in double digits with 10 points. Comets up 41-12. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Bordeaux closely guarded by Johnson. Able to get to Parody. Back to Bordeaux. Harity on the other side now. Cuts down the middle. Excellent find to Bordeaux, but knocked away. Lauren Johnson ends up coming out with it. Another MVU foul called on Alexandra Bordeaux. That is her third. Team's third. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Tessa Sweeney drives through left. Jade Garceau wide open on the opposite block, but the pass just a little bit too hard. Out of bounds to the Thunderbirds. Minute 15 to go in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Comet ball. DeSaro bringing the ball up for the Comets. Going to set up their offense. Lafferty going to drive baseline. Pull-up jumper's good. Cadence Lafferty has 8 points. Comets now up 43-12, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Three-pointer up. Banks it in. Lillian Loisel, her first points of the evening. Thunderbirds trail 15-43. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. DeSaro, opposite corner. Three, no good for Jade Garceau, but what a pass from Ruby DeSaro. Bounce pass from the opposite block to the corner three. BFA foul on number 20, Jade Garceau. That's her second, team's third, 22 seconds to go. Tessa Sweeney with the steal. Finds DeSaro. DeSaro with a jump stop and draws a foul. Foul on number 20, Lillian Loisel. That is her fourth personal, team's fourth. DeSaro at the line to shoot two. Hits the first. 3.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Goes 1 for 2 from the line, rebounded by Langlois. MVU doesn't get a shot off at the end of the third quarter. The Comets leading the Thunderbirds 44-15. At the start of the third quarter, the Comets leading the Thunderbirds 44-15. Start of the fourth quarter, I should say. Ava Harrison and Jade Garceau each with 10 points for the Comets. Ruby DeSaro not far behind with 9, and Cadence Lafferty with 8. Shelby Lawrence now with 4. Comets up 46-15. For the Thunderbirds, Kelsey Parody leading her team with 5. Alexandra Bordeaux with 4. Ava Harrison with another steal. Tries to connect with Emma Harrison on the outlet pass. A little too strong. Out of bounds, back to the Thunderbirds. Now the Thunderbirds defense has improved as the game has gone on. BFA scored 22 points in the first quarter. Only has 46 total for the other two, I should say. It's only scored 24 points in the second and third quarters. However, BFA's defense has just been tenacious all game and has not given the Thunderbirds any easy open looks. In their full court press to their perimeter defense or their collapsing interior defense. MVU foul on number 10, Alexandra Bordeaux. That's her 4th personal, team's first in the 4th quarter. Ava Harrison hits the first free throw. She has 11. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. Alexandra Bordeaux gathers the rebound for the Thunderbirds. She's going to pull up. Long 2. No good. Rebounded by Cadence Lafferty. Emma Harrison back to Lafferty. Lafferty drives baseline, kicks it to opposite corner to Lauren Johnson. Cuts through the lane. Now to Emma Harrison, back to Johnson. Johnson thought about a 3. Ball stripped. Avery Guyette gathers the loose ball. Lavo. Ava Harrison. Just getting her hands in there. Ava Harrison, which must have about 4 or 5 steals tonight. Parody trying to cut through the lane. Ava Harrison takes the ball away. MVU foul on number 1, Kelsey Parody. That's her 3rd, team 2nd. Long pass to Lauren Johnson. Gonna get MVU with another foul. Looks like that's gonna be on number 10, Alexandra Bordeaux. That is her 5th personal, and she will take a seat for the rest of the night, finishing with 4 points. Kaya Whitcomb checking in to replace Bordeaux. 3-pointer up and good for Emma Harrison. Give her 4 points on the evening. Comets now up 50-15. Jalen Langlois trying to turn the corner on the block. Nothing there. Pass out of bounds. 5:53 to go in the 4th quarter. Lauren Johnson gonna take a 3. That one bounces in. Got the shooter's touch there. Lauren Johnson with 7 points. BFA now leads 53-15. 5.5 left in the 4th quarter. 3-pointer no good for Kaya Whitcomb. Johnson hustling the opposite direction. A heck of a, gonna get her with the travel on the Euro step. Vermont High School basketball not ready for the Euro step. Parody has the ball knocked away. Ava Harrison ends up with it. Emma Harrison called for a travel. Before she got the shot off, goes back to the Thunderbirds. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the fourth quarter. Entry pass knocked away. Emma Harrison gonna take it herself. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound and putback for Shelby Lawrence. She now has 6 points. The Comets are up 55-15. 4.5 left. Got 3 seconds called on Jalen Langlois. Ball goes back to the Comets. Lauren Johnson called for the travel. And the Thunderbirds gonna take a timeout here with 4:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Comets leading the Thunderbirds 55-15. Give you the updated scoring leaders for the evening. For the Comets, Ava Harrison leading all players in the game with 11 points. Jade Garso with 10. Ruby DeSaro with 9. Cadence Lafferty with 8. Lauren Johnson with 7. Shelby Lawrence with 6. And Emma Harrison with 4. For the Thunderbirds, Kelsey Parody leading her team with 5 points. Alexandra Bordeaux with 4. Lillian Loisel with 3 points, Jalen Langlois with 2, and Avery Guyette with 1. Alexandra Bordeaux has fouled out of the game. Lillian Loisel with 4 personal fouls, and Kelsey Parody with 3. For the Comets, Alyssa Boudreau and Tessa Sweeney with 3 personal fouls. MVU turns the ball over once again, back to the Comets. 4:05 left in the fourth quarter. Boudreau draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on number 20, Lillian Loisel. So Loisel's evening also done with 5 personals. She will finish the game with 3 points. And that is MVU's 4th team foul of the fourth quarter. BFA has not committed a foul in this quarter. Boudreau hits her first free throw. That's her first point of the evening. Goes 1 for 2. BFA now up 56-15. 3:50 left. Whitcomb passes it down to Lavo. Lavo's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. BFA foul on number 23, Alyssa Boudreau. Her 4th. Team's first of the fourth quarter. Lavo hits the first. Her first point of the evening. Goes 2 for 2. Renee Lava with 2 points. Thunderbirds now trail 17-56 with 3:40 to go. Emma Harrison's shot was short. MVU gets the rebound. Avery Guyette dribbles the ball up for the Thunderbirds. Over to Parody. Parody gonna turn. Floater, unlucky, didn't fall. But a nice move from Kelsey Parody. Got everything but the bucket. BFA foul called on number 11, Tessa Sweeney. Her fourth. BFA's second team foul. Guyette takes the ball up top, over to Parody. Back to Guyette, back to Parody. Trying to get the two-man game going. Nice idea, but Emma Harrison picks off the pass. Called for the travel before the shot. Whitcomb with the ball. Hands it off to Lavo. Langlois trying to set up down on the block. Wrestles the ball away from Alyssa Boudreau, and Langlois fouled. Will shoot two. BFA foul called on number 14, Shelby Lawrence. That's her third, team's third. Langlois hits the first, gives her 3 points. Misses the second. So Thunderbirds trail 18-56, 2.5 left in the fourth quarter. Sorrow over to Harrison. Harrison gonna drive. Puts up the left-handed layup, no good. Avery Guyette pushing the pace the other way. Kelsey Parody with the bounce pass. Down to Jalen Langlois. Now with 5 points. Thunderbirds trail 20-56. Just under 2 minutes left. Alyssa Boudreau hits the jumper. She has 3 points. Comets up 58-20. 1:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Lava with the ball. Over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb stopped baseline by the defense of Shelby Lawrence. Pass the ball back up to the top to Guyette. Now back to Lavo. Whitcomb passes down to Langlois. Langlois out to Guyette. To Whitcomb. A long possession for the Thunderbirds. But the Comets defense not giving them any looks at the hoop with 56 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Pass turned over. Shelby Lawrence is fouled on the layup attempt. She'll shoot two with 50 seconds to go. MVU foul on number 12, Kaya Whitcomb. That's her first. MVU's fifth. Lawrence misses the first. Goes 0 for 2 from the line, rebounded by Kelsey Parody. Trying to throw the outlet pass to Kaya Whitcomb. Langlois for three. No good. Comet Basketball with 36 seconds left in the game. DeSaro up to Ava Harrison. Comets content to just kind of hold the ball, run out the remaining 15 seconds of this game. So the Comets going to improve to 2-2 on the year. Thunderbirds going to fall to 4-3. Comets with a dominant win from start to finish. And BFA will win this one by a score of 58-20. This broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff, and Swanton Lumber. Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Curley Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. And before we go, a special message from NCSS. Over the last 4 years, Northwestern Counseling and Support Services has been in partnership with the Afterglow Foundation, working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day on our confidential emergency services line, 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always dial 988. One call could save a life. Scoring leaders for the evening, Ava Harrison leading all players with 11 points. Jade Garza with 10, Ruby DeSaro with 9, and Cadence Lafferty with 8. For the Thunderbirds, Jalen Langlois and Kelsey Parody led their team with 5 points apiece. And Alexandra Bordeaux with 4. Again, the Comets coming out with the win here over the Thunderbirds, 58-20. My name is Bryce Batchelder. Thank you to Ben Chipinelli, our videographer and producer here on site. Thank you for watching Northwest Access TV, and we'll see you next time.